Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Many of you have posted on Facebook the questions you'd like to ask. We're going to definitely incorporate those. So without further ado, Brian, some of the questions were asked, and everyone wants to know. We're going to get started. Tell us, when did you start playing guitar? And did anyone teach you, or were you self-taught?
I started guitar probably when I was in my teens, so probably around 13 or 14. Most of the guitar I was self-taught, but I did get lessons from my mom and dad, who brought me to lessons in Bemidji once every few weeks for about a year. It was a year, right? I think a year.
How old were you when you wrote your first song?
If you want to be technical, I was about 6 when I wrote my first song, and my grandma helped me write it. Grandma Eleanor on the piano.
Oh, so you come from a musical family.
Yeah. My grandma sang, and my dad sang in choir for quite a while, and my aunt sings in the Denver Symphony.
Okay.
Yep.
What and who inspired you to be a musician?
Oh boy, that is a good question. I think growing up, I was inspired a lot by music around me. We went to a Pentecostal church, and there was a lot of music in the church, so that kind of kick-started my gear into the music world and playing music and singing songs. But then come in the teenage years, I think it was girls that mostly inspired me to...
It was no longer Pentecostal hymns, was it?
It was no longer, it was, what... You ever see that meme of a guy who's a big nerd, and then he's by himself in his room, and then you see him with a guitar and he's got like 5 girls around him? And that's the power of guitars.
And the power of girls.
Yes, that's the truth.
What is your musical guilty pleasure? What do you like to listen to?
Oh boy. So, my guilty pleasure for music is this French pop band called Yell. And I don't know if you've heard them, but it's very like bubblegum pop. And and I also like some of the funny songs by Little Big, which is that Russian comedy band.
They were just here in town.
We saw
and
them.
You
We
saw
went.
Them.
Yeah.
So
it
did
was
my
very
children.
loud.
Yeah, so did my children.
Yep. We were there with your kids.
Tell me, or tell us, how did you come up with the name Murzik for your band?
The name Murzik was a nickname that my wife gave to me when we were first dating. She always called me a Murzik because I reminded her of a cute, dirty little alley cat at the time. Which I believe
Did anything change, Alina?
Maybe I'm less dirty now. Cleaned up just a little bit, tiny bit. But that was the basis for the name, and I adopted it as a stage name and a band name.
Tell us how your music changed over the years and what influenced those changes.
Sure. So when I started out, my first band that I was in was called World Traders, and we were a punk band. We called ourselves a farm punk band because we all came from farms, and we practiced in a barn. Then after punk, I'd say I got into rock a lot as the Pixies became a huge influence for me. And I was a really huge fan of that band, so I really got into rock and had a rock band called Junction 51. And we played all sorts of types of music, but mostly rock and like jam band type stuff. And then during that time period, I just recorded a solo album, which I had a song on it, and it was recorded accordion and me singing in my lower range, because I got a low range and a high range that I can sing in. And a buddy of mine heard that, and he's like, hey, that's really cool. You should start a band around that whole thing, that whole style. And that's how kind of Murzik was born. And then Murzik, after COVID, Murzik kind of broke up a bit. Everybody wanted to kind of retire. And COVID did that to a lot of music bands and a lot of
It did that
industry.
to some families too.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So it was a pretty big change for the industry and for a lot of things. But then I decided to start doing country, because I always told myself when I get older, nobody wants to see an Asian rock musician, right? So if you're too old, nobody wants to be like an old rock and roller. At least that's what I told myself. I told myself that. I'm like, dude, you don't want to do rock when you're old. You've got to switch to either jazz, blues, or country. So country it was.
What is your creative process when you write new music? And also, what and who inspires your songs?
I do a lot of inspiration from things that I read or see in films. So a lot of Murzik songs are actually based off of literature. There's a song we'll play tonight that's based on a Solzhenitsyn novel called The Day in the Life of Ivan Ivanovich. And did I say that right? No? Ivanovich?
No, we're just impressed that you read it.
Well, my dad and my mom had that book at home, so we read it at home. And,
Even more impressive.
Yeah. And so a lot of inspiration comes from that, but lots of times I'll get a melody, it'll pop in my head while I'm driving or doing something, and I'll have to stop and record it quick to my phone or write it down. And I usually base the song off of the melody, and then the lyrics come later. So that's usually my songwriting process, is I'll get the melody or the tune or the chord progression first, and then I'll write lyrics based off of what sounds good phonetically to that.
Mm-hmm. Just to piggyback on that, you and Alina have been married for how many years now?
This year will be 20 years. Our big 2-0 that we've been married.
So much of your adult
kind of and we dated for career. 7 before that. 5?
5. Who's counting?
Right. So, been together for 25 years.
25 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
How has your music been influenced by this beautiful union to someone who's from Eastern Europe?
Quite a bit. Murzik music was really influenced a lot by some of the Eastern European music that she introduced me to. So there was Vysotsky is probably the biggest influence. Mm-hmm. They're my favorite that I like to listen to. And I have some good memories about that, especially driving around in Moldova with her dad. And he would have the windows all the way down and be blaring Vysotsky as loud as it could go, driving through like these rolling hills in Moldova. And it was just, very memorable. The goats and the cows walking by. It's pretty cool.
So, Brian, you know that when you marry a Ukrainian, you marry their entire family.
Yeah.
And traditionally, the family moves in with you.
Yes.
Tell us how has your life changed? What is it like to live with your mother-in-law?
I think I could probably write a whole book about the experiences living with my mother-in-law. It's been very interesting. Like from the get-go, she came to help us with the kids and then just kind of stayed. And it's been there ever since. But there's so many stories. Like when she moved in, she couldn't read English, right? So she didn't know what we had for cleaning products, and they're completely different than cleaning products in Moldova. And so she washed our floors with Listerine. I just remember Alina and I coming home, and we're like, why does it smell so minty in here? And the stories continue, but overall, it's been an adjustment, but we're very happy to have her with us, and she helps out a lot with the kids and cooking and cleaning. There's interesting things I learned, because growing up in Soviet times, when food and things were scarce, it's like the same effect on you mentally that the era here where there's lots of poverty had on people.
Depression?
The Great Depression. And so if our fridge is like a little bit empty, she panics. And no, but we love her, and we're really happy she's living with us.
So in recent years, the war in Ukraine, how has that war influenced you as a musician, just as a citizen? What has changed?
Sure. So it has greatly impacted us because half of our family is not out of their home. They're rooted out of their home in Odessa, where they were, and they're in Moldova right now. They're safe, but still, it's been a hard impact. We did have a Ukrainian soldier come stay with us for 6 months. His name was Vadim, and he had lost both of his legs to a tank blast fighting the war. And it really brings it home, is what you can say.
Literally.
Literally, yes. And I did write a song about the Ukrainian war. It's on YouTube. It's called Angel of Death. And we won't be singing it tonight, but if you do get a chance, check it out.
Tell us what your vision is of music in the future. What's going to change? What's maybe never going to change?
Well, AI brings a whole new level of weirdness to it, because we see all this artificial intelligence now that's replacing artists. So I don't know if you guys know, but you can have a program that will run, and you can choose a voice, and you can have them sing basically anything, and it sounds like a real person. Same with music, you can have AI just write a song for you with some of the new technology and programs they're coming out with. Are they good? No, they're not very good. But it does kind of take away from artists that actually have talent, and it's already hard enough for an artist to make a living and survive. So they really need, to AI to do something else. Like, why can't it do my taxes? Like, why does it have to take art on? They all want to make it replace painters and artists and musicians, but they, for some reason, don't want it to do your taxes, which would make way more sense.
You know what would be even better?
What?
If it would just pay the taxes too.
That'd be great. Maybe to get rid of taxes or do something useful. But I see that impacting it a lot. I think there'll always be a place for artists, but I think it's going to be harder and harder for artists to make a living as we keep on going forward.
It's hard enough to make a living.
It's already hard enough for a musician to make a living, so that's really unfortunate. But who knows, maybe there'll be like some big thing that'll wipe out technology and we can start over, which I actually wouldn't mind, if you know me. So.
Well, I think that's all the questions we have, unless someone here would like to ask something we haven't yet.
You guys have any questions?
Well, then without further ado, we should begin.
Let's start the music. The Murzik. Are you AI, Toby?
Ryan, my best friend is an AI, all right?
Oh, good. This first song we're going to play for you is actually the first song that I wrote that started Murzik, so hope you guys enjoy it. Where the wind blew its sweet breeze, well, across your breast, through the trees, whispered throughout the sky. Your hand in mine, close your eyes and dream of what this could be. If love would be your dream, dream to see. As life what passes you by, but don't you fret, don't you cry. Remember, this life's like a dream. The more you love, the more you see. Thank you, guys. This next tune's kind of a country-ish influence tune, very folksy, but it's got a good story about a slave who gets some revenge on his boss, or his master there. It was only alone in a time ago. Old Jim worked for him, and nobody knew if they had the heart to kill old Big Jim. Beat up hands of a working man, and eyes that shone like stone. With a heart of gold he would lift the load of a rich man made of stone. Now old Jim worked for a mining firm to bring home his family's keep. He'd still be there if he hadn't stared when he heard that poor girl scream. Lay down or I'll shoot you dead, said his boss to a poor slave girl. At that time Jim's hammer stepped in and gave his boss a whirl. Because a man's a man out of flesh and blood, and you know there's hell to pay. But the blood is spilled by another man's hand, you know you've got to pay. I pointed my gun at the angel's son and held the trigger tight. But the gun jammed up and old Jim was spared that cold, lonesome night. 'Cause a man's a man out of flesh and blood, and you know there's hell to pay. But the blood is spilled by another man's hand, you know you got to pay. Thank you. So it's this next song is called "Only You," and this one is very lurchy in the way that it's written, and I don't know. I've always really liked this one. It's been one of my favorite ones. Let's start it out. Fifth. Is just like the water clear, and the way you make me smile is just like the grin on a jaguar's tear. And only you can show me the way, and only you can tell my body the slave. beginning, and you know the outcome of the end. You were born without a sting, but soon you learned to use your hand, and everything will become nothing, and we'll all turn into dust. Well, only you. Well, only you. Thank you, guys. For those I have over here joining me on bass, this is Adri. He's a wonderful bass player. Back there, tickling the ivory keys, we have Elliot of the group L. He played here last month, wonderful musician. And then back behind me, we have Toby Smith, who is the original drummer for Murzik and played on most of our albums. This next song is a fun one. It's called Lolita, and it's based off of the book by Vladimir Nabokov, if I said that right too. And I will try not to rush it. There once was a girl who was young and so kind, but she soon left her home for a home on her mind. Older and so wise, he would show her the skies and tell her the stars would shine in her eyes. Lolita, my dear, he would say, this world is a very strange place. And if you look far enough, you might see, oh, what a disgrace. To our place, and wherever he went, they would call him my name. Humbert was his name, and he wanted her so. Humbert, dear Humbert, would never let go. Lolita, my dear, he would say, this world is a very strange place. If you look far enough, you might see, oh, what a disgrace. This world is a very strange place. If you look far enough, you might see. Oh, what a disgrace. This next song was always one of my favorites. It's called Isle of Beauty, and it's just a very pretty little tune. A flower more precious than gold, and that flower bloomed into heaven. Well, just like your eyes, embroidered with stone, and the river running through your heart. Creates the emptiness in me. I'll remember you like a jewel. A teardrop of ecstasy. Thank you, guys. This next song is called Feel Like Giving Up. And it's, looking back, I probably wrote this during a pretty depressed time as life gets pretty rough, but I think it resonates with a lot of people. That when things get tough, just don't give up. Keep on going. Here we go. Don't wanna be here anymore. I lay my broken body at your door, because tonight I feel like crying. Tonight I feel like dying. Tonight I feel like giving up. I don't wanna be here anymore. I lay my broken body at your door, because tonight I feel like crying. Tonight I feel like dying. Tonight I feel like giving up. Don't wanna be here anymore. I lay my broken body at your door, because tonight I feel like crying. Tonight I feel like dying. Tonight I feel like giving up. Tonight I feel like crying. Tonight I'm sick of trying. Tonight I feel like giving up. So one more song, and then we're going to do an intermission, and then we'll get back and play another full set. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this next song. It's called "The Wolves," and I wrote it before the war in Ukraine, but it actually has a lot of similarities into the situation. The lyrics are about village people rising up against the wolves. They turn their plowshares and their farming equipment into battle weapons to fight against the Russians or the wolves. But I thought it was interesting how well the song fit into the situation there. But I wrote it quite a few years before the war actually took place. So I hope you enjoy it. And after this, we'll have a short intermission, and then we'll be back for more music. The wolves on the hill are bleeding tonight. They see their end in sight, and the people in the village are laughing as their plowshares are turned into knives. And the sinners, worn away from labor, feel warm around the guns that they bore, as one by one their feet stomp the ground, and voices are shrill in the core. We will fight, we will die, we will live, we will cry tonight. We'll finally be free. This will be the end of your greed and your trends. Tonight we end your tyranny. The hills shake in anticipation. Their gods are just too drunk to hear the roaring sound of 1,000 feet on the ground, and voices which have lost their fear. And the wolves are howling out in panic, but their voices are soon cut off by knives, as one by one their blood hits the ground, and voices are shrill in the night. We will fight, we will die, we will live, we will cry tonight. We'll finally be free. This will be the end of your greed and your trends. Tonight we end your tyranny. We will fight, we will die, we will live, we will cry. Tonight we'll finally be free. This will be the end of your greed and your trends. Tonight we end your tyranny. There we go. Thank you guys. That was The Wolves, and I think I actually based off of Social Needson novel as well. So, but the things apply to many situations. I hope you enjoy the show so far. We're going to have an intermission, and then we'll be right back for some more music. Thank you, guys. Second set here. All right, how's everybody? I hope you got some good food and some good drinks. Thanks to my wife for putting all that together. Alina, she's back there. And thanks to Sasha for providing the wine for sangria and putting that together. So, this first song is off of Murzik's Bluebird album. So it's the Buried album. It's the second album we ever recorded. And we recorded it over a weekend in a studio here in northeast Minneapolis. It was called the Devil's Workshop at the time. Huh? Not yet. And we recorded with a guy, his name was Chad Weiss, and he had recorded our first album and recorded then a few of our other albums, and we remained pretty good friends with him throughout the years and still chat with him almost every day. Here we go. Can you tell me the secret of the moon? Is it in the same sky? Can you whisper the secret of the stars? Could you lay me down at night? A woman, it's you I adore, standing right here forever. A woman, your eyes are so bright, shining at me forever. Well, can you tell me where you go at night? Well, is it beneath the same sky? And can you tell me the secret of the moon? Where'd you lay me down to die? A woman, it's you I adore, standing right here forever. A woman, your eyes are so bright, shining at me forever. A woman, it's you I adore, standing right here forever. A woman, your eyes are so bright, shining at me forever. Thank you. This next song is called Odessa, and it actually is about Odessa, Ukraine, and it just touches on what a romantic city it is with the cobblestone streets and the fog, and you can see why it was the home of so many poets. It was early one night, beneath the soft frozen light, and your hair shone a yellowish hue. And I blew you a kiss, and you said that you'd think of me, streaming out to you. Hair full of light, your arms full of flowers, draped by the morning dew. The fog will drape on Odessa, dear, and carry me to you. walked for miles without cares, only smiles, and our hearts resounded like drums. And our fear led the way for our minds to betray all that our upbringing had done. And words become wisdom to those who can keep them, and hearts can only tell truth. The fog will drape on Odessa, dear, and carry me to you. The fog will drape on Odessa, dear, and carry me to you. Thank you. This next song is called Kosovo, and it's a rather upbeat song, and it's fun. But I think I wrote it after watching, I think the movie was called Pretty Village, Burning Village. Anybody recall that movie? It's a foreign film, but it was about the war in Kosovo. All right, let's do it. Our villages to the ground and made our mother's sons of blood. Oh, lay my body down, oh, in Kosovo, my love, and there you'll lay me on the ground. Well, age after age of pointless war and fear of murder by your kin. Oh, lay my body down, oh, in Kosovo, my love, and there will I have died within. The angels' tears are falling down for all of those who are slain. Oh, lay my body down, oh, in Kosovo, my love, and there will I have died in vain. You lay down your guns and you testify for all of those who were slain. Oh, lay my body down, oh, in Kosovo, my love, and there will I die in vain. Oh, lay my body down, oh, in Kosovo, my love, and there will I have died in vain. That's fun. This was a song I wrote much later, but it quickly became one of my favorites, and probably one of my favorite songs that I've ever written. And it's called Jerusalem's Dream, and it kind of came to me actually in a dream. I dreamt of this person floating down like to this island, and it comes the inspiration to for the song. Jerusalem, she trembled as she fell beneath my weight, and though my back was scratched, I held on to her waist. Her lips were slightly parted, her hand across my nape. We tumbled fast, we tumbled clear as we slowly left the gate. And no words, and no words were spoken. We went to a courtyard and laid beneath her trees. The sun was warm, the wind was soft, and we were soon asleep. And I dreamt of Jerusalem and I out in the sea. The sun came down and held us tight and told us we were free. And no words, and no words were spoken. And I believe in you. And will I believe in you? And will I believe in you? Whoa, I believe in you. Whoa, ba 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 ba, do 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 do, do 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 do. Whoa, ba ba ba. Ba ba ba, do do do, do 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 do. Jerusalem, she trembled as she fell beneath my weight, and though my back was scratched, I held on to our fate. Thank you. Gotta find my pick now.
Need one?
No, I got it.
Good, because I don't have one.
This, for a long time, this has always been one of our probably most popular songs, and also one of our most played songs on the radio and whatnot. But it's called Bluebird, and here we go. Broken, just like your smile. You would walk with me a million miles, wasted our feelings of grief. Your misery will kill you underneath. Bluebirds fly away. We just cut their wings to make them stay. Freedom bells, oh, cry. The day those bluebirds all die, forgotten like blood on snow. The feeling of those poor forgotten souls, wasted like your dreams tonight. Don't give up, young bluebird, kill and fight. Bluebirds fly away. We just cut their wings to make them stay. Freedom bells, oh, cry. The day those bluebirds all die. Fly away. We just cut their wings to make them stay. Freedom bells, oh, cry. The day those bluebirds all day, all day, all day, all day. Thank you, guys. You know, when we recorded that song in the studio, Bluebird, Jeremy, who was playing mandolin with us at the time, was about 20 sheets to the wind as we recorded the mandolin solo for that, and he had a glass of whiskey in his hand, and he played the slide part on mandolin with the glass of whiskey. And it was all over the place and really sloppy, but we loved it. It was perfect, so we kept it on the album. That was our first time in the studio as Murzik, and we had a lot of fun. This next song is called "Oh Let Me Dance." Do do do. I probably sing the lowest out of all the songs on this one. Oh, let me dance all through the night. Oh, let me dance and hold you tight. Oh, let me dance all through the night, and I will be free. Oh, let me dance. I was alone until you came home with me that evening. I didn't want to doubt that I would sink into oblivion. And I went away, and you did say it was only on my mind. And I wanna doubt that you would be out again this time. Oh, let me dance all through the night. Oh, let me dance and hold you tight. Oh, let me dance all through the night, and I will be free. Oh, let me dance. Oh, let me dance. All right. Need a swig of water after that one. So we have one more song for you. And it was always a favorite of the crowd called Poison Tears. This song was kind of interesting because it was actually two songs originally, and I melded them into one, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out a good transition for them because they're in two separate keys. And so I was trying to figure out for the longest time on how in the world to combine these two things together. And so in the middle of the song, you'll hear like this it's kind of a slow down transition where we kind of walk down the scale a little bit gradually. And by the time we get to the last part of the song, then we're in a different key than we started in. And it works out somehow. I don't know, but it works. And I was happy it did because this song quickly became one of our favorites to play. So I hope you guys like it. It's called Poison Tears. Well, I would wait outside your window, and I would wait a million years. You would go, and I will follow you to be a ring for poison tears. And I'll keep praying and laughing and dreaming and hoping and wondering if you would still be near. But one day, to my surprise, you'll catch me in the eyes and we'll fall in love again, my dear. Well, I would wait outside your window, and I would wait a million years. You would go, and I will follow you to be a ring for poison tears. And I'll keep praying and laughing and dreaming and hoping and wondering if you would still be near. But one day, to my surprise, you'll catch me in the eyes and we'll fall in love again, my dear. I thought you were here, and I didn't see you, and you've been waiting for me, and I didn't even care about our love, our love, our love, our love. My love will wait. My love will wait. My love will wait. My love will wait for you. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. That was last song. Hint, hint. It's time to play some country tunes. Let's,
Woohoo! Which one? Oh, shit. This hat. Give me a second. I don't do this every day.
although you probably do.
In the privacy of my own home. Pretty young.
Let me tune to you.
Oh, the piano's not going to help this.
All right. This first song is called "A Ship Far Away." Alone on a ship far away from you is where my heart will be, and distance can make my heart grow fond, and in that heart you'll be. And distance can take away this pain, and my love will drown in the sea. And since you've been gone, and with me, my love, oh darling, please wait for me. An angel came down from the sky last night. Soft words he spoke to me. He said that you'd be with me, and faithful and true, and that you'd wait for me. And distance can take away this pain, and my love will drown in the sea. And since you've been gone, and with me, my love, oh darling, please wait for me. And distance can take away this pain, and my love will drown in the sea. And since you've been gone, and with me, my love, oh darling, please wait for me. And since you've been gone, and with me, my love, oh darling, please wait for me. Thank you guys. So, as I said, like earlier in the beginning, where, you know, once you hit like 45, then you need to start singing country or folk. These are the newer country songs that I've written, so I hope you like them.
Brian, I think your Bieber phase should start now. Brian Bieber, come on.
Mumble rap.
Yeah, mumble rap, there you go.
My rap name is Masta Blasta.
Mumbling, anyway.
It actually is. I did write a rap album once upon a time. And it was. Yes. All right, this next tune, well, it's called. Oh gosh, I forgot the name. Yeah, Calm the Storm. Sorry, I remember the lyrics, but like I forget the names to my tunes. Here we go. Waking up with you in the night, with my arms around you tight. I will not be afraid of the darkness or the night. I'll hold you, my dear, and never let you go. Even if the storm rages, you won't be alone. I will be right here by your side, be the rock throughout this life. I will be your best friend. I'll be here till the end. I'll hold you, my dear, never let you go. Even if the storm rages, you won't be alone.
Yeah, do the solo.
I'll hold you, my dear, and never let you go. Even if the storm rages, you won't be alone. Thank you. What? What? Sorry, I had to grab a new pick. That one broke. This song is called Silver Moon. I do remember this one. And I think this is, I know this is Elliot's favorite one to play. It's got a kind of a groovy tune towards the end, and if you want to, you can feel free to sing along. It's very easy. It's just ooze at the end, so you'll get it. Let's take it all to the movies. Let's get it all out alright. Well, I can see you on the big screen. Take it easy for the night. 'Cause I've got a feeling that you love me. Well, then I think I love you too. Hold my hand and watch the bright light. Love that silver shining moon. We can go out to the ocean, somewhere way down in Mexico. We could be like Pancho Villa, or we could relax and hang low. 'Cause I've got a feeling that you love me, and I think I love you too. Hold my hand and watch the bright light. Love that silver shining moon. Okay, should we try it a cappella? Ready? Everybody? One more time. Thank you guys for coming tonight. I hope you had a blast. Hang out and have some more food and drinks, but have a good night. Thank you. I would like to announce that we have more shows coming up. So we're going to have Yev over there. He's going to be playing here in a few months, and we'll have a bluegrass duo in October as well. So got lots of good stuff coming up. And we are filming these and recording them, so the first one will actually be up this week. And that was Elle, who was over on tickling the piano keys tonight. So his will be on YouTube within the week. So thank you guys all.